Hi, this is Fire-Rise, and welcome to Stage 17 of the Calimari Navy experiment. This is the Kalbi Peninsula. It's got a lot of water. Most of it is away from the towns, but luckily there's a bunch right up near my base, so I can kind of have a little bit of forces on either side of the base in those rivers. So this is an interesting unit. This is the first time I'm going to fight a Seraphim, I believe, and I have a fair number of black units on my side, so we'll see how that goes. Ouch, 54 damage from Raven Man is not a good start. I'd been a little bit more worried about my Evil One and my Ninja Master taking a ton of holy damage, so I'd given them some plus white and plus physical. I'm just like, one of them has the Angel, but that looks like it's not going to be the issue at all. It's going to be the Raven Man on leader taking out my leader. So, I'll have to run away, get one more attack here, and then I think pretty much that's that. But I'll have to... I guess I could have changed the leader. That probably would have been a good thing to have the Evil One with his high fire resistance as the leader. Alright, we've got Warren's unit brought into the fray now, and I had to move forward, so it's on the land, and I got the Kraken up front, which is less optimal. That is really going to hurt the back line. So then, okay, so that's interesting. I would guess that they're on best then, since they're going after Halloween. So that's probably good, especially since they've switched between the two. It means I have a chance to get off a bunch of attacks here. That's really all I want to do is live long enough to get the second Kraken, or I'm sorry, second Lich hit all off, and that should... Okay, so that pretty much guarantees... I'll get it. And then Warren should smoke pretty much everybody. And if not, Kraken with his last 3 hits will clean everybody up. Alright, it's not a bad 2 fights to take out a pretty tough unit. Alright, I have my Princess units with Aisha and Kanapas taking on the enemy Gold Dragon and Dragoner unit. This is not really going to work that well for me. That's probably the most damage I'll do, except maybe the white damage to the Dragoner will be about that much. Okay, that's unfortunate. My Fairy is really vulnerable in this fight, but at least moving her to the top, because normally she's on the bottom, should protect her, okay good, from those physical attacks. So, hopefully the only attack she'll take is this cold attack. Although now the Eagle Man is in a bit of trouble. But with the heal, I think he'll be able to take the next couple of attacks. And then hopefully one of them will miss him also. Okay, that was definitely the wrong person to charm. Okay, so that pretty much means he'll survive. But I just don't do a lot of damage. These enemies are strong versus cold and white, which is my largest source of damage. So the only significant damage I'm doing is cold and white damage to the Dragoner, and then the Relic Sword damage against the front Dragon there. And, I don't know. I guess I'll stick it out. I think I might be slightly better off running away. And I should have... charmed one of them there. It made a slight difference. But regardless, this unit's going to have to go back and heal. But I guess I made a little bit of progress on that unit. Alright, now I've got Sardin's unit trying to take out the Gold Dragons. I think this will work out a little bit better. I've got Fenrir up front. I gave her the Power Shield. It's going to make her take a little bit more damage from Niflheim, but that's just one attack versus the 6 physical attack she's going to have to take. I don't expect Maelstrom to do a ridiculous amount of damage, but they have enough strength, my Krakens that is, that it does enough. And that's just insane that I could take 1 damage from a Dragoner attack. And the Fenrir definitely didn't do that much damage in return, but that's because she has a defensive item equipped. And she might take a little bit more damage from this, but it was just -5 ice, so yeah, she definitely took the most damage, but not that big of a deal. I think I'll just keep it on strong. So at this point, all I really have to do is get some more damage in on the Gold Dragon I just missed with Maelstrom, but I suppose that will make her a target for all of the individual attacks, and I'll just go to weak now to try to do a little bit more damage. So yeah, I think with this fire attack it should be pretty doable, because it's going to be 1 more Maelstrom and then 1 more physical attack from Fenrir. Okay, well, I have to get Fenrir that last attack. No, she already did hers. Well, alright, got my other princess unit up against the enemy princess plus Gold Dragon unit, and the samurai could be really bad. We'll have to see, I believe they're samurai masters actually, see who they target. Okay, that really destroyed my Raven Man, partially because I put the rune sword on him. Okay, so they're on strong. That's really going to work out for me because Debonair has ridiculous physical defense. That could have been really bad. So at this point, it's just taking a bunch of physical attacks from the Gold Dragon, which has low agility. So I think that should be pretty easy, because both my frontliners have high agility and pretty good physical defense. Oh, I forgot, the princess bug is actually fixed. So I have to take 4 Ionukis. So it's a good thing that they missed that. I should be able to take that pretty easily. But still, that could have been really bad. If this unit was on weak, it would be ridiculous, because it would take out probably 2 backline units with 4 Ionuki attacks plus the Starlight attack. But as it stands, I should take out the Gold Dragon, and then if I've got enough attacks left, make sure I think I'm on weak. Just make sure, because I don't want to take out the leader. Let's take out the samurai. But I think that's about it. But still, that was a pretty good exchange of blows. Alright, now I'm fighting a double Muse unit, which is the first time I've fought a double Muse unit, I think. They also have a monk, so this is going to be pretty interesting. I have the Cold Shield on Fenrir, so she can tank all of the Frost Giant's attacks. And then the Dwarven Sword on the Kraken. And then an Earth Charm on Warren, which gives 5 lightning and ent. Or 5 lightning and like 12-ish ent. And then a Thunder Charm on the Demon. Okay, so that's working out pretty well. Not taking a ridiculous amount of damage. So I think at this rate, I'll be able to survive. And then I just have to do 1 more, well, with the healing, it might not just be 1 more Kraken attack. But we'll see. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was really hoping to take less damage than that. So now it's all down to who goes first. I don't think they really want to bet Fenrir on who goes first, but I guess whoever fights this unit next should be able to take him out pretty easily. Alright, my last 2 units here were a little out of position, so I had to do catch-up, which means unfortunately I had to fight on the land. So, not surprised they let off with Thunder. That really hurt the Dragoner and the Kraken, because I didn't equip lightning items on these guys. For one, it would nullify the damage I do against the muses in front. Well, I guess I could have put... No, I think the Dragoner in back would still do thunder damage with the sword. So not until I get to Dragon Master that I'll do cold damage all the time. But their muses are just not going to do a lot of damage, so it's really this attack. Okay, that wasn't too bad at all. And then the next thunder attack. And so pretty much at this point, it's just a couple more muse attacks up front, which I'm not really worried about. And I could actually hit them to take advantage of my superior damage, but this should be pretty good. So they're all weak to fire. That's gonna not be worth anything. So, the big story is that I just can't hit them. Alright, 2 firewalls is pretty good, so that, I think that will seal the fight in my favor. We'll see. Alright, could have been worse. Alright, I finally got my evil one plus 2 Kraken unit over to clean up the dual muse unit. And definitely if I got in there a little bit earlier it would have been better, because I could have had them in the water and have all of them do hit-alls. And wow, that ice giant certainly has ridiculous agility. But I think this will work out fine. Wow, 71 damage to the monk. That's crazy. Okay, that worked out even better than I thought it would. Alright, this battle is all about avoiding lightning damage, as there are 3 muses. I went ahead and put the ice shield on Slust to defend against the ice giant, and then everyone in the back line has a plus lightning item. The Kraken has the dwarven sword, and then the 2 casters have Earth, Chain, and Thunder Charm. And Siren also has ridiculously high Thunder, well not really high, I think it's like 50 or 60. So with the additional plus 10 it's 70. Siren does pretty incredibly well. And so we just need the Shaman the Shaman to heal herself. And I think this won't be too bad with all the plus lightning resistance. I probably should have switched to weak, but without a healer on their side, if I get a firewall, I think I'll be able to take out the backline. The firewall or 2 also do crazy damage to the ice giant, so... at this point I think I will put it to weak. Okay, that looks good. I just need a couple more attacks here. Probably 1 Maelstrom, 1 Firestorm, or maybe the Ice Giant helping me out hitting the leader that I just missed with Maelstrom. But overall, dropping on the plus cold and the plus lightning items really seems to have worked out. Okay, that should pretty much seal it. Now we have the vampire unit going up against some gold dragons in the middle of the night, so this should work out really well for me. I think I'm going to go to strong because I think they're going to go first. Nope. Well, that should about take out the front dragon. No. I guess my Kraken may still have pretty high alignment, I guess. Do pretty good damage with livestock to all of them. They haven't really damaged me at all, so it doesn't heal anything. But after this, I'll have... Okay, so I'm just gonna go to weak and try to clean them up. This works out really well, because none of my characters are weak to cold physical, but I can do a ton of black damage. And then of course 3 area effects, even if they're not weak to physical. And I guess I should have just stayed with strong to minimize the damage. met, I think, the last unique enemy unit, which is a Doll Master and 2 Room Golems. That's a pretty nasty combination. I really should go first. Okay, that is really nice. I think, well, no, Compass should go before the Golems. So then, the Doll Master and the Princess should definitely go before the Golems. And probably the Nixie too, but I really don't want to get hit by a superpowered Quake. Okay, that worked out pretty well because I have only 2 units that aren't immune to Quake. The Princess and the Shaman. And then of course the Eagle Man has really high defense against Holy. So I swapped his place with the Fairy, because the Fairy was devastated by... I mean, she has pretty good defense against White, it's just that she has no strength. I think I'll just leave it on me. So, this is going to work out really well with dodging 1 hit all for most characters, having the Charm, have the other 2 hit-alls go against them instead of against me. And then I might even have a chance to take out the first golem here. The only problem is... Okay, well that definitely took that golem out, but I may... Well, no, I think the leader will survive. So that's the last, yeah, that's the last attack. So then if they run off, I'll just have to chase them. Alright, I've got the Seraphim unit come back. So I put the power shield. I think I want to try to charm the Seraphim. I put the power shield on the Fairy. Oh, nice. So that should hopefully let her survive 2 or 3 physical attacks with some healing. That's good. I didn't put a fire item on Canopus. Okay, so she needs 3 physical attacks to die, which should be enough with the healer. And then Canopus just needs to dodge. Okay, that was incredible. So at this point, I'm pretty much home free. Okay, except I totally mistimed that. I think I'll still be okay, but it's certainly less than ideal. I guess I'm used to the Seraphim just going first, so it wasn't... Oh well. I just need a heal on her to take her over 50 damage, and she should be okay. And that was totally wasted. But missed anyway. So, if they hit him twice... No? Okay, another miss. So that... Wow, that's crazy. So, a little bit of luck there. Okay, that was ridiculous. So I suppose I can't count on surviving a 3rd attack, but I could wait and see. Certainly, Canopus should take him out, and I can always run away if Canopus misses. Okay, so now they're out of attacks. But I don't have any more attacks either. So, just heal up a little bit, and then go hunt them down. So that was close, but I got 1 more level for the Fairy. Alright, now we have Warren's unit just barely on the edge of the water here, taking on the Double Muse Monk Ice Giant unit. That's a pretty good start. Really just need, I think, 2 Maelstroms, and then 1 other hit-all. And that should take him out. Maybe not the Monk, but even with the healing, I think that'll take out the other characters. So, I'm taking a little bit more damage from Thunder than I thought I would. I put plus Thunder items on the back line. I didn't put it on the pumpkins. So. I guess the pumpkins just don't have that much ent. So even if they're not really weak against Thunder, I think they're actually pretty strong against Thunder. Since they don't have much ent, they still take a fairly high amount of damage. Which 36 is not bad at all, so maybe they just took a little more damage then. I first time. Oh well, that backfired. I guess I should just keep it on strong since I have the pumpkins. And I think unfortunately that's going to take out the wrong news, but you know, I didn't pay that much attention. I guess I took out the right one. So I think I'm gonna have to run away because, you know, that was the third maelstrom. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the third maelstrom. So then the only attacks left are for the ice giant. It'll kill the pumpkin. Well, it went okay. I went ahead and deployed Tristan's unit, because it's a little bit lower level than, I think Saradin's unit is the one I replaced. Or maybe it was Warren's unit. No, I think it was Saradin's unit. But should do pretty well, take a little bit of lightning damage, I'm sure, but Tristan will undoubtedly be able to tank quite easily, and I'll do ridiculous 5-hit-alls from the back, so this should be a pretty well-balanced unit overall. And I do need to get the shaman up to a monk, so that I can keep everyone healthy, but I think in this fight, Tristan's not going to take any damage, so just sit there and heal the lich. Of course, the biggest problem is going to be, I'm not going to be able to take out the gold dragon, but I guess I can send a flyer after it. Maybe if I get the... No, I just didn't do enough damage. And then he has a cold sword equipped, I think, which is suboptimal. But I just don't have very many fire weapons. I think I have one fire sword. Alright, the triple muse unit is back. And I have my all physical hit-all unit against them, so I should pretty easily take out the back line if I can survive long enough. The evil one will be the question. I did give them all plus thunder items. Yeah, it's not looking all that great. And then I think a lot of it will be who does the ice giant attack. And I guess I'll leave it on strong at this point, because I really just need to hit them. Oh well. So I'm not going to take out the last muse, so I need the ice giant to hit someone besides the evil one. Okay, that's not good at all. So, no, I'm screwed. So I'll just have to run away. There's no way I'll go before the mages, or before the muses. It's unfortunate. Alright, I've got another unit anchored in the water here. It's fairly similar. The big difference is that I've got a muse and a ninja master instead of 2 Kraken. So it's going to be a similar test. Can I stand up to the lightning damage? Ouch. I think that the Ninja Master can take a 69 damage hit. Gambling. So that should take out one of them. Okay, so I just need Swath to hit both of those, so it should be good. Okay. So I think... Oh, I forgot about that unit. Well, just didn't do quite enough damage. Okay, so I've got to run away again. Because, just can't quite tank it enough. Alright, everybody's healing up on the right flank, so I actually have to get my opinion leader into one fight. And I believe this enemy is on strong, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem to take the Samurai Masters. It may be more interesting for the Gold Dragon against the Fairy. That's a pretty good Maelstrom hit there. And the Fairy does have one of my highest physical armors on. It just, the dragon has so high strength, I don't know if it will matter that much. So certainly he's not too bad. Okay, healing plus. That might be enough to save the day there versus the dragon. Okay, and it did miss, which is, not entirely unexpected because they have ridiculously low agility. And I get another charm attack, so no. You would think versus a low agility physical unit that the combination of missing and the charm attack, then a couple of attacks that they'd be missing and you'd be charming them, but it didn't quite work out this time, I guess. But still, not taking that much damage. And I should take out, well, nobody. Which is not entirely a bad thing. I don't really need to lower the alignment of my hero. Another miss. So now the concern is probably not going to be able to kill the Gold Dragon. But I'm right on my base. So anybody else can grab them, I'm sure. The Seraphim unit has come back and has found my evil one, which would normally be a cause for concern, but really what I'm worried about here is the Raven Men. But I don't have anybody with low fizz, or I'm sorry, low strength or low fire, so... Okay, I guess the fire resistance on the evil one is higher than the Kraken, so... Whoa, okay, that really hurt. I put a fire resistant item on the evil one rather than white resistance, just because there's going to be so many fire attacks. I want to make sure the fire attacks win for the Kraken, so this should really work out. The only thing that can... Okay, good. If the Samurai Master had attacked the evil one, that might have put a crimp in things, but as it stands, I should take a couple more 10 to 20 hits to the Kraken, and nobody should hit the... I guess I should have kept it on weak for that attack, but it won't matter. And I'll go back to weak for the other Kraken attack. Although actually, there's no reason to. Okay, well that worked out much better than I thought it would. Most of us I thought they would still target the evil one with fire damage, not do much, but just put him close to dying. Alright, they caught me as I was trying to retreat. And my princess come up and get the first unit, but the second unit beat the princess unit. So I think they're all fairly slow compared to the Kraken. So I should be able to take out the front Rune Golem, and then, oh yeah, I'll take out the Dull Master if I don't miss. Okay, then the question is, no, there's no way. The defense is so high. Yeah, the Kraken has a ton more strength than the evil one. There's no way the evil one will do 48 damage, so I just have to hope I can tank 50. Now, I did put the power shield. Okay, that was close, but that should be enough. With the power shield on him. Well, it is enough, because he only gets one quick, but... Whew. So, that item turned out to be better than I thought it would. It's just very situational, only good against units that can't do anything but physical damage. Alright, we do have one more new enemy unit. It's a Kraken unit that I guess has been slowly crawling across the frozen tundra, so it didn't get here till now. I think I'll do pretty well. The Ice Storm is going to tear me up a little bit, just because Nixies have so high stats. Okay, it's 37. So I have the Ice Shield on that pumpkin on the right. Hopefully they're on Strong. That would help a ton if they're on Strong. So Maelstrom should do a fairly decent amount of damage, and then the Lich will also do a decent amount of damage. And probably, I would think the pumpkins would go next, but it would be hard to tell. They have about the same agility, really. Okay, I think the pumpkins do have a little bit more agility. So now the big thing will be whether they're on strong or not. If they're on strong, the Kraken will slowly alternate between those Halloweens, and I'll get a couple more attacks in. But if they're not on strong, I guess I'll still have this round, and I'll just have to run away at the end of this round, which is still not too bad. But I'd really like to kill... Okay, that's good. Definitely on strong. I really just want to kill one... Okay... Be on strong for... There we go. Okay, now if I go back to weak for the Lich, I should get rid of one of the Nixies. And I think I'll leave it on weak for my Kraken. Worst case, I don't think he can do 64 damage. Okay, that's good. And at this point I might as well run away, because I'm pretty sure that's all of my useful attacks, and I'll just get the Kraken taking out my pumpkins. So, I mean, all things considered, given the massive 2 hit-alls and the 5 physical attacks up front, that went pretty well. Alright, got another fight with Tristan's unit. Got a fairly tough Princess unit. The big thing will be how they use the Samurai Master attacks. If I recall correctly, they're on strong, which will really work out for me. Otherwise, they'll destroy my Lich. Okay, that's not so bad. Alright, that's most of their attacks. I'm going to go to weak. I'll take a fairly strong dragon attack to the general, but I think the general can take a couple of those. I really want to do some serious damage. And now that I've got it out of the way, I guess I'll go back to strong. I think Maelstrom will go, yeah. But I have to remember that the Samurai Masters will go twice, not they fixed the Princess bug. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to strong. Tristan has the Musashi sword, which does fire damage. That's why he's doing so much damage to me. Okay, well that worked out pretty well. So I get the last healing, or the second healing of the last Lich attack out. And that should take out both Samurai. Well, didn't quite switch back to strong there, but it doesn't matter. So now I just have to get one of the last 3 attacks. Okay, well, that worked out quite well. Alright, we've got the gold dragons coming back again. See if I can fry them up with my siren. And really I should go first. Maybe the dragoner will get a hit in, but I'll just take that. So I got a fire sword on Ronnie, which pretty much ripped him to shreds. So Maelstrom will take care of the front gold dragons, so I don't have to worry about it hitting anyone. So then the question is, can I actually kill the back gold dragon without killing, or either not kill out, I'm gonna kill the leader, there's no way around that. But the question is, can I kill the back gold dragon? And I think so. I think I'll get at least one firewall. I can get the dragoner, plus that helps. Really, a Maelstrom or 2 should do it for that gold dragon anyway, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep it on weak. Maybe I'll attack all the way across, but probably not. And there you go, Thunderbolt. We'll do it before Ronnie even goes. Well, that worked out quite well. A little bit of damage on the siren, but I'm right next to the base, so I can go ahead and get it. It's time to take out Figaro. Got all my units here. It took about, I don't know, 8 or 9 days, so I might not get a lot of tribute this level, but it's a large level. with strong. Try to minimize the damage that they're going to do me. Okay, I think they're on strong or best. Probably strong, because Figaro's attack would not really fit best. And at this point, I think I'll go with leader to make sure the Dragoner. So that's not really a great attack for this level. It'll be much better against the fire-based general. So I probably should have just put my Dragoner in front. And I go back to strong. And that should hurt a little bit, especially for the Siren. But the damage is spread out enough that I don't think it'll be too bad. Okay, there's the first little bit of damage that's substantial on boss. So we can do a little bit with thunder, perhaps. Okay, not so much. I wonder if it's because it's thunder, or if it's because it's strength-based. So we'll see, this is ant-based thunder, but we missed. I don't really want to lose the Kraken, but I guess it doesn't really matter that much. They're pretty cool. At this point, I think I'm nice with retreat. And let's see who's next. Hopefully we'll get Debonair in there before someone else takes him out.
Fight it out.
But at this rate, it may take, I don't know, 7 or 8 fights. And I'm gonna go back to strong. Okay, well, at least he won't get both thunder attacks. Firewall off, I'm not going to do all that much damage to the enemy. But at least I'll survive fairly well with the monk killing me. Bit late on that. I guess I'll be in a position to do some physical damage to Figaro next fight. Well, or this fight, I suppose. And that worked out pretty well. 30 damage, not too bad. Should get a couple more from the Kraken, except that it's unfortunate. I'll get some XP at least. And if the next guy is right behind him, then they might still all be dead. My guys are pretty close, so... No, they'd probably be... So I'm going to go ahead and move my low sky units now and get them in there. Oops.
Fight it out.
So it's going to take a while at this rate, especially since this unit has... Probably the only damage we'll do is the 2 physical hiddles, which I don't expect will do a lot of damage. So let's go to weak to try to maximize that damage. Or we could just not do any damage at all. I should have already switched back to strong. That hurts. Well, it doesn't matter. I missed later. I'd expected the Eagle Man to... At least they're not on weak. That would be really bad. have is the Kraken, so I can at least wear down that gold dragon a little bit. So that in a fight, or perhaps two fights, get some additional physical attacks on the general.
Fight it out.
At this rate, it may take all my units. So this fight should go pretty well. I've got some significant damage that I can do. Both with, oh, well, missed. It's unfortunate. They could have done a significant amount of damage, I would think. But at least still have Warren. Except he misses. Just dividing up the damage. Although that's kind of unfortunate timing, just the Lich is going to get devastated by that. Well, I think it could have been worse. So at this point, all I can do is weaken up the gold dragon a little bit, or the platinum dragon. Always good to get a level for the Lich, I guess. Aha, Debonair.
Fight it out.
Too much honor. Well, I guess if all of them were as swayed by my hero's words, then it would just be too easy with 4 generals. So I think I have black swords on both of the frontliners. Well, that didn't really work well for them. That's unfortunate. I guess I could have put them both in the middle instead of on the edges. Interesting. I guess I should have equipped a flame sword, not a black sword. But at least I'll still get some damage to him this fight. Ouch. Get that shaman at 2 along. Which is one of the few I think that's not up there. Yeah, if I had a monk with 3 heal-alls, I'd be able to bring this unit back. But with the 3 individual healings, I mean, I can still bring it back, but just have some deaths. I'm wearing him down a little bit, just not quite enough yet. I think a lot of it has been timing too. If I had gotten some of the heavy physical units in to get direct hits on him at the right time, after weakening the front line, things would have been a lot better. Okay, well that could be interesting, although, no, it's doing cold damage, so we won't do any damage. Okay, at least we did some additional damage to him, but I should probably do more. against them. Or just try to charm one eagleman. And I guess they've all gone except for the general, who go one more time next round, right after my cleric. So I've been killing a ton of the eaglemen, but that doesn't really help me a lot. Give me some levels, I suppose. So go ahead and send that unit back. I might have to pause to try to find my flame sword to put on something good. But I think it's definitely equipped to one of these units. It's just someone who hasn't fought him yet. I suppose the pumpkin heads can do a little bit of good this fight by really taking down the gold dragon. Although they'll only be able to hit him once. And I can try best. Not gonna work. Oh, I did. Amazing. Okay, there's some additional damage on it. So now the question is, do I want to go ahead and run away as soon as I damage the... Well, I want to go ahead and get this hit off. Well, it's unfortunate that it killed the dragon. Well, at least the Kraken will get 3 more hits, or 2 more hits. It's a shame this Kraken doesn't have a flame sword, but do a little bit of damage. Well, an awfully little bit of damage.
Find it out.
Okay, this could really work out. I'm going to get a ton of attacks on it. They're not going to do that much damage, but it's just going to be so many attacks. 3. I guess he's just not that weak to black, because the vampire certainly doesn't have the same edge as some of my princesses and, you know, special characters, but he's got like 140 int, I think, at level 18. It's not bad at all. But I think this should do it. Just so many attacks at 20 damage. Alright, it was slow, a little bit painful, but not like I had a ton of deaths. And the general should take a long time to take out. Well, it's a shame I can't recruit Figaro, but I will enjoy the Durandal sword at the least. I do need another black sword. And I'm thinking like 15k. Although I was surprised the last couple of maps that I got 20k, so we'll see. Oh, 18. It's not bad. Alright, thanks guys for watching, and I'll have the next one up in a couple of days.